What's going on? It's Lawrence Kane Jr., aka the Money Man, here with another video about finances. In this video, we're going to talk about credit. Now, credit is one of those things that you don't use it every day, but your everyday moves can affect it. All right. So we're going to go into number one, what credit is. Number two, we're going to go into how do we even build good credit. And number three, I'm going to actually show you how to build credit without getting into debt. All right. All right. So what is credit, right? Credit is the ability to leverage your good financial habits and purchase things before you have all of the money. Let's just be real. That's what you're using credit for. That's what credit gives you access to. You're able to buy a car if you don't have all of the money. You're able to purchase a home if you don't have all the money, right? And then even when we talk about a credit card gives you access to purchase things like trips, gas, food. Most people buy shoes or things that are more expensive than what they normally buy with their paycheck, right? They'll use a credit card and pay it back. Now, that is essentially what credit is and how we use credit in today's world. Now, the credit score, right? That is the number that goes off of what your credit report will show. So you got the credit report, you have the credit score. Think of your credit report as your school report card, right? It is gonna show, and not even a report card, really, it's whatever system your school uses to track your assignments, the quizzes, the tests, right? You get to go into that. I know a lot of our schools where I'm at, we used to use PowerSchool, Focus, and some other systems, but you can go into that database and you can click on math. You can click on science, and it shows all of your assignments and what you got on those assignments, right? And that's how you get your grade, which is essentially for credit, that's your credit score. So if you have all of these different classes, you have these different grades, and then you have where you're at as a student. That's the same way with credit, right? Now, for a credit score, the lowest is 300. The highest is 850, right? And there's other different scores and things of that nature, but just from a general basic standpoint of credit, though, that's the number that you need to remember. Lowest 300, highest 850, right? The sweet spot is at 700, right? Once you get into the 700s on up, you have leverage on making sure that you can, number one, apply and get approved for credit accounts such as credit cards and houses and things of that nature. But also you get access to lower interest rates. The lower your credit score, the higher your interest rate. And vice versa, right? The higher your credit score, the lower the interest rate would be for those products. And I want you to start your credit off the right way by making sure that turning 18, 19, you are having good financial habits so that you can have a higher credit score as you get older, right? If you take my route, let me tell you, I took the road. Really, I wouldn't even say less travel. A lot of people travel my way, right? I started off with bad credit because I didn't understand. Nobody taught me how to manage credit, how to manage my finances. So I had bad credit. And when I first got my first car, my interest rate was super high. It was 10%, right? But then once I got my credit together, refinanced that thing, and then my credit got great enough to where the interest rate went from 10% to about 4%. And that's so let me break it down in money, from a money standpoint. My monthly car note or car payment with the high interest rate was $358. Once I refinanced with my good credit, it went down to $212. So that's almost $150 difference per month times however many months it took me to pay off my car, right? So I saved money because I had better credit. Again, I want you to have way better credit than I did when I got my first car off the lot. All right. Now, this is the way that you build your credit without going into debt. When I was growing up, when I graduated high school and we got on those college campuses, they said that in order to build credit, you have to have a credit card and then keep a balance of like $30 to $40 on the card so you're building payment history. Now, the thing about a credit card is that you risk overspending because naturally we overspend anyway with our regular cash. So when you have a credit card, you're probably going to do the same thing. So you want to limit that because the more you have on that credit account, the more interest you pay per month, which means the longer it's going to take for you to pay it off. So what we recommend doing is get a Self account, right? You can go to self.inc and you can set up a Credit Achievers account where you're paying Self anywhere between $25 and $150 a month. You're going to pay that for 12 to 24 months. I believe it's 24 months for them. And they're going to report your payments as a loan payment, right? And let me go back. There's 3 credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. Most people have credit accounts and they don't have that credit account on all 3. It may be on 2, it may be only on 1. But with Self, they report that payment to all 3. So you're building credit history and payment history on all 3 of those platforms. Now, at the end of the 24 months, you've made your on-time payments. They're going to actually give you all of your money back. Just think about that. You made these payments. You built payment history, which is one of the most important factors of credit. And after those 24 payments, you get all of the money back. Right? So let's just say you did $50 a month. You're literally gonna have over $1,000 that you've saved over 2 years, and you get to have that back, right? So that's the beauty about being a young person now. There's products in place that just didn't exist when I was growing up. So I want to give that to you. And again, I'll link. I don't have an affiliate account with them or anything like that yet, but I'm gonna put that in the description to make sure you know that you can go there to build your credit, right? So again, I'm sharing this video to tell you that you need to build your credit the right way, and the right way is doing 2 things good: managing when you get paid and managing when you get raises. If you do those 2 things, credit is very simple. We kind of overcomplicate it in America, but it's simple. If I know when my payments are due, I can make my on-time payments. Because if you miss one payment, you can drop your credit score by 50 to 70 points with just one missed payment, no matter how little or how high the payment is. So make sure you are very strategic with how well you're managing your money, how well you're managing when you get raises, because you don't want to start overspending or get a credit card and just start going crazy with it because you have a high limit. Like, don't do that. Make sure you are mindful, and if you need help, you got me. Hit me up, like, seriously. You don't want to make mistakes when it comes to your money because they can cost you for years to come. Trust me. All right. If you found this video helpful, share this with some people that you know. Comment below if you thought this was interesting, and let me know if you started building your credit yet. Just off of knowledge that you acquired or somebody actually showed you. All right. Remember, financial success happens on purpose, and success does not visit the lazy. God bless.